BB Nigeria champion Imisi Anyewale's mother denies abandonment in emotional TikTok videos. Imisi Anyewale, the 23-year-old winner of Big Brother Nigeria Season 10, shared details, giving you some bit of history, of her childhood trauma, including being abandoned at age 12 and a teenage pregnancy. During the show that ended on October 5th, 2025, her mother, Rashida Anyewale, posted emotional TikTok videos on November 13th, 2025, denying the abandonment claims, asserting her role as a good mother and accusing Imisi of neglecting her after the 150 million naira win, including a prior hotel eviction incident. The public dispute has divided social media, with fans supporting Imisi's accounts and others advocating for family reconciliation. Let's watch her say her thing, okay? Let's see. Maybe I'll play part of it, and I'll probably just...
ẹlòmí ò fẹ́ wọn ò fẹ́ kí n wá kí àwọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń láìkì pé wọ́n rí pé ó dàbí pé mo yẹ ó ló káṣọ sí mi lọ́rùn ẹ̀ rí ni òun ló fún mi láṣọ wọ́n tún kó ṣàìṣàn ìbò ẹ̀ rí ni òun ló fún mi láṣọ mo jẹun látànà tí mo ti dé inú mi dùn ọkàn mi balẹ̀ mo ní oníbàárà ọlọ́run ni mi ọlọ́run ló ń tọ́jú mi wòlíì ọlọ́run ni mi òun ló ń fún mi lóúnjẹ mo wá dúpẹ́ ráwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní mi ìtọ́jú ọmọ. ẹ ṣé inú mi dùn àtẹni tó sọ dáadáa àtẹni tó tún sọ dáadáa ẹ ṣé gan ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àgbàlagbà ní yára láti gbọ́ lọ́ra láti fèsì bíbélì ní ẹ wádìí ohun gbogbo dájú kí ẹ sì di èyí tó ń ṣe òtítọ́ mú kí ló dé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀dá dámọ̀ àwọn ọmọ adarí wurun kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló dé ó wà nú ọmọ ìyá o.
This is a very bitter woman.
ó wà nú ẹ̀gbọ́n.
She's so angry.
ó wà nú àbúrò.
You could tell her she's bitter.
ó wà nú ọ̀rẹ́. ó wà nú alábàgbélé inú níbí ni ó wà nú aládùúgbò ó wà nú ìyá tó bíyàn ó wà nú ìjọ ó wà nílé ìjọsìn káàkiri inú níbí ni òkan ta ìmọ̀ wá wù bó o bá sọ mẹ́sẹ̀jì jù wọ́n ó tún ti dé ṣóun nìkan lọ́lọ́run ń rí ni. kí ló dé tá a ṣe fìfẹ́ lò. kí ló dé tá a ṣe jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ kún nǹkan tó pọ̀ jù ní ọ̀rọ̀ ayé wa.
So for the benefit of those who are not Yoruba, because again, I understand that this channel is watched around the world. I'm most likely going to, just translate a bit of it, tell you a bit of what has been said, the summary of what she was saying, because again, I can't keep playing it when you don't understand it, okay? I also understand that some of you have a way of, getting to hear exactly what she has said using other tools, but because of the fact that I want this to be timeless, I want to just translate a little bit of what was said. And if you are also Yoruba, you could also do that on the comments. I'm in my sister's house. Imisi don't want me to visit her. I was running everywhere to Imisi, so Imisi can win and remove me from poverty. But some people say I'm not a good mother. She also said that she has also borrowed money to make her hair because Mrs. fans insulted her hair. This is crazy, right? I'm also going to read for you some of the parts of also what she had mentioned. Just basically saying all things not nice about Imisi. We know Imisi had told a story in the house about how she was abandoned, how she was sent out of the house, and her mom was the cause. We've seen stories that range from Imisi was stubborn, Imisi wanted to even have sex with her father or her brother, and she had to be sent out. she was called a witch, and then she went out. She had teenage pregnancy. She removed it. She was raped at that time. We've heard all sorts, frankly speaking, about Imisi, and she mentioned also part of them, also in some videos and some stories that I've also come across. Okay, so let me also say that she also says that I appreciate all her neighbors, family members, and acquaintances. I am the biological mother of Imisi. I am an illiterate. I am a prophetess. Those that said I am not a good mother, God knows that I am a good mother. To those that insulted and cursed me, back to sender. On the final day, I was told that Imisi will be on that day. I was told around 4:30 p.m. Did she chase her out of the hotel room? She claimed it was true. Okay. That she was chased out of the hotel room at about 4:30 a.m. or so, and that even the money that was given to her was not Imisi that gave us, Imisi's assistant that gave her 30,000 naira or so. That Imisi really felt angry or felt uncomfortable with her around when she came for the gifting of the money and the car to Imisi. So I have done a story about this earlier, and it was an audio recording of this particular story of her saying all sorts of things, that she was chased out. She was a lot of things that she said. If you like, I think 1 or 2 weeks after she 1 or 2 weeks after she finished, or she came out from the house, the audio came out, and everybody was like, "It's a lie. This is not her mom. It's not possible." Now she has set ring light. Some of you who abuse and curse, where did you get this audio from? I still have that. There's you can check. You just type Imisi mom on this platform. You will see that she had done something like this, but it was audio. It wasn't her face. So she did that, and Imisi ignored her completely, because Imisi was hiding under the cloak of, if I reply, it will be like, it is true. So the internet was still confused about whether this woman's voice is a woman, is a mom. And I would have thought that she would have taken that step in making sure that she resolved whatever issues they are. I mean, because like it or leave it, this is not good for Imisi's brand. I don't care what fan you are fanning. This is really a bad PR for Imisi's brand. Let's just even go with Imisi's story. Oh, you were abandoned at age 12, but got pregnant, and you just practically detest her because you felt you didn't have that motherly role, even though she was still alive, all right? No problem. But it can't continue like this. I feel you have the most important position right now to reunite the family. I see a family that has just been dislocated, disgruntled. Everyone has got their own story within the family setting, but you own the ace because of that spotlight that you have right now to entirely knit that family together. Sometimes when misfortune happens, it redirects itself somehow for you to be able to, collaborate and contain it, because there's always going to be an opportunity to mend broken hearts and mend broken homes. And that ace is held by Imisi as it stands. Look, I understand people who are aiming at the mother and say, well, I think Imisi's story is true because of your behavior. I understand. I mean, it's okay to play that role and say, you know what, this woman was this woman is wrong for her to do this woman is wrong for her to do that. But guess what? It's sometimes, as the kid of the house, you are given some certain responsibilities. You might now be the bigger person amongst this whole thing. You hold the ace, you are the richest in the house. When you call your father and you call your mother, you call your uncles, you call whoever you call right now would respond to you. Why? Because you hold the ace. And trust me, it's not even about money. Family reunion or family bonding goes beyond money. Tomorrow, you might need that woman. Like it or live it, whether she did this to you, she did that to you, absorb this woman. I see pain in this woman's eyes. I see betrayal in her eyes. I see a woman who wants to reconcile. I see a woman who genuinely thinks she has failed her daughter and wants to, basically, get back to her daughter. Yes, you could say she's a gold digger. Why would she abandon her earlier and then wants to now feed from where she did not sow? Yeah, but again, to what extent? This woman brought you to this world. She carried you 9 months. She had paid the ultimate price of even taking care of you. Let's even say it was 12 or 13 that you left the house. She paid the ultimate price, but at least taking care of you between when you were born and at 12. You're going to pay her for that? No, seriously, if it's about money, let's talk about it. What amount of money is enough to pay a woman who brought you into this world, took care of you? I mean, it's just so unfortunate. And I also see that she has been avoiding that part of the story about her abandoning the daughter. She has been basically avoiding that part of the story, trying all what she can to not talk about it, because maybe she's ashamed of that. Maybe she has made a mistake. We're all human beings, okay? And sometimes making a mistake is part of growing. What if she made a mistake and really she wants to correct it? It's an opportunity that Imisi has to correct it. What do you think? No, you let me know what you think. Having said that, there's a part I want to talk about that is profound, especially as it concerns, the fans. This is the most disgraceful. I mean, this thing is giving the vibe of Fina's father when Fina came out and did not return back to the house, and the father was looking at for her. This is the most disgraceful troll anybody can have or give to anybody. I've seen fans of Imisi troll Faith, call Faith all sorts of names. Like, oh, Faith is a witch doctor, is a native doctor. Which kind of doctor he be? A doctor at 25, who dasham doctor. Ooh, I've seen those trolls consistently thrown at Faith. And let me give you an example of how these trolls, how housemates enable these trolls. Now, imagine this scenario that's playing out right now. Everybody's talking about this mother, Mrs. Mother. And Faith goes and tweets some things like, imagine Faith goes and tweets, anybody who has Imisi's mother's number, please send to me. I want to give her some money. Imagine that troll. Imagine you and I know that the internet would melt down. If Faith goes on live now and says, anyone who's got Imisi's number or Imisi's mom, send me your account details. Just either on Snap or on Twitter. You know there's going to be a meltdown. In fact, that would be a reason why Imisi will now come out and say, in fact, let me close this thing. But on the flip side, look at the interviews Imisi has had about Faith. Even from the house, I would deal with Faith. Faith rejected me. I can't stand rejection. I would deal with Faith. I would deal with Faith. Even told Big Brother was going to deal with it. After the house, all the interviews she has had against when she was asked of Faith about Faith, she says skip. She says skip. She says skip. She said give, or she said remove, or I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Faith, I've cancelled him. I have blocked him. He can't reach me. Oh God, I beg, God, I beg. Now, all those things that Imisi was doing, Imisi was enabling those trolls against Faith. Like it or leave it, when somebody likes you, they try to absorb the things that you do. If you spit today at somebody, the person will support that you spit at somebody. If you dance today, and even if it's a wrong kind of dance or wrong kind of gesture, the person will say, even somebody else did it, so that's life will continue. The same thing that the person will not take from another person, the person will take it because they're stunning you. So when Imisi keeps doing skip, I don't like Faith, Faith rejected me, cursed Faith, blocked Faith anywhere, do you know what that is doing to her fan base? Her fan base is absorbing it and using that as hate to troll Faith. Go and look at Faith's interview. Whenever they ask him about any housemate or all of the housemates, he says they're gonna all do well. They are going to do well. He feels that they're going to do well, and that they are all fantastic people. He's not once has he said anything bad about them. But you've seen Rude Boy, we've seen Mide, we've seen Culture, we've seen Zita spew nonsense about him. Even after the game had finished. You won't say, oh, they are playing a game. Is this still a game while the game has finished? Do you see the thing? If Faith was antagonistic, since he came out and started maybe dwelling on individuals and say, is he Imisi? That one that cannot reach my standard. That Otene that cannot reach my standard. That cannot be in the same room that I am. That I'm more intelligent than. The hates from his fans against Imisi will increase double. And then whenever Imisi, drops a comment or something somewhere on social media, because of what Faith said, they carry that thing that Faith says and troll at her. You see somebody causing open score, big score, but you will see, since his disqualification, he hasn't ever made his questions or his responses about any individual or condescendingly talking against or skipping or talking, blocked everybody everywhere, and he just does his thing and moves on. Now imagine in the middle of this whole, because this is the most demarketing you can have for any brand. When your mother, who gave birth to you, no matter the circumstance, comes on live and starts saying things about you, guy, brand go to think, say, still. So sometimes it can be a superpower. It can be a strength. There's no way, there's no interview now she will go to, because now the mother is out. There's no interview she will go to that's not going to be the topic. No, there's no interview going forward she was going to go to that. They're not going to, as except she says, you know what, I don't want to talk about it. But trust me, people would want to know what's up. And now she's out. The daggers are out, and there's going to be some chaos. I'm just envisioning it. And I don't know what the managers of her is doing, saying, because again, imagine she puts out something right now. People are going to come after her and say, look, your mother is crying. We just have to speak about it. You just have to talk about it. You can't ignore your mother. That way she has been everywhere, trending on every platform. You just tweet something you want to be at a party, you are going to get into trouble, into people's nerves. So it's better you address those issues, put out a statement, and then maybe for the meantime, you can find a way to reach out to her to basically calm her nerves, whatever it is. I understand that sometimes parents should take responsibility for their actions and bear the consequences of what they have done. But then again, you also have to handle it in the best way possible. Now, I've given you several layers to this story. And I hope that we don't use this situation. Of course, Faith is not that kind of person. We don't use this situation to troll her or because it's going to be a total meltdown. Imagine somebody who doesn't like Faith, or somebody who is on that level with her. Say maybe she has said she doesn't like a few persons in the house. Their energy is bad, and somebody else says, you know what, Mama, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to pay 1 million naira every month to you. You are going. That is an ultimate epic troll on Imisi, and she shouldn't allow it. She shouldn't allow it. So she should clear this whole mess up, so that her brand doesn't dip just because of this one. Because sometimes, look, things are thrown at you, including your family members, in order to bring you down. And sometimes you just have to stand to it. It could happen to anybody. It could happen. I mean, some families are even getting into that it happens in some families, in fact. So I would advise her to go all out and stand against it, even if it means going live to speak about the issues, if at all there is. Because it's the world of social media. It's the world of social media, and sometimes you just have to fight those battles as they come. The woman has gone to social media. You go to social media, address those issues, put it on the side, and move on. But for Imisi that I know, seems she's scared. She's really scared of talking about those issues anymore, because I don't know whether some aspect of her conversation may be a lie, because I don't know why, when that audio came out, she couldn't call the home to be sure if it's her mom, and she hasn't reached out to her mom. Like, no matter what the situation is, you just have to reach out to her, no matter what it is. I understand you're part of the story, that she bears consequences, she bears responsibility for what she did to her. What if she had died? Yes, I get it. But then life has moved on, and she holds the ace of reuniting that family. If she doesn't do it, it's a major failure on her part. Yes, she's a major failure on her part. So this is my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, as always.